You can talk.
Here we are at McLain State Park.
I don't think that came across quite right. You can talk. You're allowed.
Okay. Here we are at McLain State Park on Saturday afternoon. I believe it's the 15th of January.
Yeah, it's a really bright, sunny day, and we're happy to be out here. I think the temperature's 18 degrees, maybe 17.
Works for me. This is looking at Lake Superior off McLain State Park. This would be what would be considered the north shore of the Keweenaw Peninsula. Again, this is McLain State Park. And I did look it up. All state parks are open for day use year-round. They just close at 10 p.m. So
here's Dwayne walking down to the beach.
Any of you that have taken the Ranger, there's a lighthouse marking the opening of the north end of the Portage Canal. They call it the north entry.
So this is a view looking up along the coast. You can see, in spite of the cold day and the cold weather that we've been having, there's still a lot of open water. Lots of ice floating, but still a lot of open water.
It's a cold day, but from where they actually have some parking spots plowed out by the opening of McLain State Park. There's actually quite a few people here, quite a few cars.
You can see the lighthouse behind Dwayne there. Pretty impressive. The lighthouse.
I did some checking. This is pretty popular for snowshoeing, and it is Saturday. But the loop that we're going to do is about 5.5, 6 miles total. If we go all the way down to the north entry over there, where the McLain State Park beach is, and then come back the route we're going, we should be right around 5.5 to 6 miles. This is a pretty good day. There's Beth over there playing with her camera. She's doing something. Plowed out by the opening of McLain State Park. There's actually quite a few people here. Quite a few cars. It's a beautiful day in the winter of the UP. I know we got to get out and we do this kind of stuff, because I'd go nuts if we locked ourselves in our house all year. I'm not that big of a couch potato person. Actually, it appears that the water, open water, isn't too far out past this bank of ice. But this is actually all lake right here. You can see this driftwood here, but it's not much past there where we'd be in the water in the summertime. So this is just snow and ice built up. Not saying
again,
that.
This is looking along the coast towards Copper Harbor. You can see the open water behind. Then you see the ice banks where a sand and ice chunks have come in along the shore and started to freeze. These get progressively more dramatic as the year goes on. But given that the water's still open and it's still, you know, early January, we can expect to see a lot more of the ice banks developing than we see here.
I think it's pretty safe to say where these other people have been snowshoeing, it's safe for me to snowshoe. But you can see the dirt sticking through here. But I venture to say 10, 15 feet that way would be normally open water. So that's just all snow and ice pushed here by the lake action.
You can also see the lighthouse there in the back, I believe. It's pretty small in this camera. Dwayne is going to take some stills with his Nikon, so we'll get some better views.
But even if you've ever been here in the summertime, It's a pretty shallow beach for quite a ways out. So even though this would all be water in here, or we'd be walking out in the water right now, it would only be knee deep, maybe waist deep, 100, 200 feet out. It's very shallow in this shoreline. And best way back there on the hill.
You can see though in the distance how big the ice banks actually are. Dwayne is walking down there. You can see him. And the ice banks are, you know, a couple times over his head. So they're pretty tall. And here we have the winter sun peeking from behind the trees there. Take the glasses. Here's Dwayne. And I was going to get him in front of the lighthouse, but he's not going over by the lighthouse, so I don't know what to say about that. And furthermore, it's really hard to see the lighthouse, especially when he goes in the middle between me and the lighthouse.
Oh, yeah. There's Beth in front of the lighthouse. Like I said, that's the north entry lighthouse. If you take the Ranger 3, you go in and out of that channel. Okay, I can set up the Nikon. Just hold on.
Here's Dwayne. He's got his Nikon getting set up. He's trying to take a video of the lighthouse here. It's hard to see the way the sun angle is against us, though.
No, it is. That is the lighthouse at the North Channel. That is the North Channel Lighthouse. And I'm not sure if you can see the ice sheets out there in the open water. I'm going to zoom back out. This is the same camera I take a lot of moose pictures where it looks like I'm right next to the moose.
Okay.
Peaceful today. Very peaceful. You can actually see the open water from here. And it appears like that ice chunk or chunks are working their way this way. Probably came from somewhere over on the Wisconsin or Minnesota side. Seeing as how it seems like the wind's coming from the west or southwest. Not very strong though. There are no waves out there. Beautiful though. Very beautiful.
Well, we got a good shot of Dwayne here in profile. There he is. Look at that. He's just like in a silhouette, and that's so bright behind him. Really nice. Wow. Wait. I'm shooting the lighthouse between the trees here, between the tree branches. I'm not sure if it's picking it up, but I just wanted to give a shot.
From this vantage point, you can actually see the break wall. On my right, or to the right of the lighthouse, is open water. To the left of the lighthouse, that is the opening to the Portage Canal. Underneath that row of snow that heads out to that lighthouse, those are giant rocks. But in front of me is the north entry to the Portage Canal. And this side of it here is part of the McLain State Park beach.
Here's Dwayne coming from along the shore. I think he's going to help me with my camera because it's not working properly. I don't know what's wrong, but here he is now.
Yeah, so you got relief of me. I'm dry. There's Beth out there. You can see the lighthouse. This is the canal side of the, this is the Portage Canal right here. That's the north entrance. The other side of these ice mountains over here is open water. We just came from that direction there. We're actually at, on the other side over there, they call that the Houghton Breakers. This is the McLain side. The lighthouse is on the Hancock side of the canal.
You can see the gap in between where the Houghton Breakers is there, and then on this side with the lighthouse we see the break wall for McLain State Park. This is really awesome. Winter or summer, there's really a lot of activities to enjoy. Right now there's so much ice on that break wall, I'm not comfortable going out there. I'm sure maybe more adventurous people would, but I don't want to slip and break anything. And the approach here is really, really icy. You can see my shadow here as I'm recording. But the approach here is really icy. Again, just panning along so you can see just how lovely it is. And the play of light and dark. Shine directly into the sun, but you can see there, just panning. That's to the west. Obviously the sun is setting, and it's not very late. It's probably about 4:30. He's not actually on the break wall at all. He's just standing on top of an ice bank. But look at the dramatic clouds behind. Isn't that impressive? And then the ice and the way the sun is shining on the ice. Really beautiful. Here's Dwayne.
It's surprising how fast the sun goes down up here in the winter. Looking at that, we got about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So we're gonna start working our way back to the truck. My rough guess is the route we're taking and we took to get here, we're probably a couple miles anyway from the truck. Maybe 2.5. We came from way on the other end of that point, so. Over here, I don't know how well GoPro can pick it up, but this is actually the beach. Probably 500 yards from us is where they would have a lifeboat and some stuff sitting there for if someone who got lost. They obviously take it up and put it away for the winter. So this would be the McLain State Park beach area in front of us towards the sun.
You can see how there's actually even some bays in the ice banks here. Looks like someone could have a polar bear dive right there. I'm sure they're going to need some kind of cleats or something to get out of the water, but that's really incredible if you want to jump in there. Oh, I can hardly see anything. The sun's so bright. It was Can you see us? Are we?
We're in there, whatever.
there?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
be fine. We'll go shoot it again up by the beach house because I think we're going to walk the road back.
Yeah, it's quicker on the road.
I don't know
But
if
I
it's
was-
quicker, but it's no sense backtracking.